Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. Welcome to another quick stamping session. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up here in Simcoe, Ontario. And if you live anywhere in Canada and you don't have your own demonstrator, you can shop with me. My email address is stampsandtea@gmail.com, or you can look at my demonstrator website, which is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. So welcome everybody. This is going to be I hope a fairly quick session. We're going to make the same card 3 times: Mum's birthday, Dad's birthday and a child's birthday. And it's really just to show you how you can use just one stamp set, one die set, and use different background papers or no background paper at all, and you come up with 3 lovely different cards. So let's get started. So first of all, we're going to stamp the same sentiment on 3 pieces of Whisper White. One is going to be stamped in Evening Evergreen, one in Bermuda Bay, and one in Early Espresso. Okay, so we've got, let's do it this way: Dad, Mum and Child. There, just like that. So put these out of the way. I have my stamp ready here, and it's from the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set, and it's a great, all it is it's all happy birthdays. Happy birthday a little bit late, which is always a good one to have, but this is the one we're going to use today. It's a big stamp, so it makes for a quick card, and I've got some rectangle stitched dies, and we're going to use the 3rd die from the outside. I always count my dies from the outside to the inside. That's the 3rd one, and that's the one we're going to use, and hopefully that will go through on the mini cut and emboss machine. I hope so. So let's stamp these 3 stamp this stamp 3 different times. Okay, doesn't matter where we go first. This is Bermuda Bay. Wait, I didn't turn the camera. I forgot to turn the camera around. I'll do that right now. There, that's better. And I'm just going to stamp this here. I'm going to stamp it sort of in the middle, and then I'll trim the cardstock before it goes through, before I run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So that's one. That goes back on that pile. This is the Early Espresso. Same thing again. You knew the Happiest of Birthdays, and that goes on that pile. And then this one is Evening Evergreen, and this is for the mum. One side. Let's stack these up because we're finished with them, and then we'll bring in the mini cut and emboss machine, and all we're going to do is line up the 3rd die. I think I might tape it down just so that I can center it over my my stamping. Couple of pieces of tape here. I'm centering it left to right or side to side, but I'm not necessarily centering it top to bottom because we're going to put flowers on this card for Mum. And we've got some plates here. Oh, and I should have trimmed that off. Let me just cut a smidgen off the sides. so that I'm sure that this piece of cardstock will fit on here and go through the machine nicely. And you know, remember to stagger your plates so that when the rollers come up and over, they go in little steps, not in a block. If it's a block, it's too thick and it won't go through. So let's see if we can run this through. There. I think maybe I'll just leave the tape on the dies and punch that, pop that out. I'm going to trim this one, this piece of card as well. Just snipping a piece off the side just to make it a little bit thinner to go through, to go hopefully easier through the cut and emboss machine. So there's the second piece cut out, and let's put the die on this piece. Same thing, just line it up. Okay, we can pop that right out of the way. Trying to keep the desk nice and clean here this morning. And there's my third piece cut out. I'll put that die right back on to the card. Alright. Honestly, we're ready to assemble these cards now. So let me get my pieces in the right order. That's this one. This goes here. Dad, Mum, and kids. Oh, they go with the mums. I've got some odd gems, you know, that I had lying around. I have, what else do I have? I have a little bow, you know, just little sticky things, a little bow. Oh, and some black jewels, rhinestone jewels for the dad's card. So let's just pick a card and put it together. Your card base is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. So the piece for the inside is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm leaving these blank inside so you can write lots or whatever you wish. You could stamp inside if you want to. We are just keeping these simple. For the dad's card, I've got a piece of wood grain designer series paper. It just has an 1/8 of an inch all the way around, so that makes it 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to put that down flat. Now your wood grain paper, these are two-sided papers. This one looks the same on either side. I don't think it really matters, but you know, choose your paper carefully. I'm not going to get that. There it goes. And I could have used liquid adhesive for this, but I didn't. I'm just going with what I've got on my desk this morning. So 5 1/4 by 4 gives you an 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Here we've got another piece of early espresso, which is 4 3/4 by 3 3/8, and this piece is going to just be centered on there like that, the piece we stamped. Now I'm going to put it face up just to see what I've got. I've got maybe a little more than an 1/8 of an inch all the way around. The beauty of this is if you don't get it centered, you can trim it. That's there. We're going to pop this up on dimensionals. This is going to go right in the middle of the card. Make sure my card's opening the right way up. There. Should have had all the gems out of the packages, but I didn't. These gems that I'm using here, these basic black dots, are quite old gems, but you know, we don't have a lot of dark gems We've got some nice what are called rustic gems. One there. And I'm using the bigger size of these. There. So there's a dad's card. All done. I'm just pushing stuff to one side here. This is the card for the child. Same idea. Got a piece of basic white for the inside. Same sizes. Your cards are all 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. The inside piece is 5 1/4 by 4. Piece of DSP for the front, 5 1/4 by 4. Make sure it goes the right way up, because these are hearts, so these need to go the right way up. The wood grain paper, it really didn't matter. There, we've got a piece of, actually this colour is Bermuda Bay, and these papers that I'm using, you know, the DSPs, they're just from packages of paper that I had, and you know, I don't know what to do with them anymore. These are the leftover pieces. That, popping this up on dimensionals again. And really you don't need as many dimensionals as I had. I think 6 would be enough, but it gives it some support in the center as well. So because of these hearts, I need to make sure this is lined up straight. There, let's bring in the bow maker, and we have some Bermuda Bay ribbon. It's a nice ribbon. It's about, what would it be? Is it 1/2 inch? Maybe 3/8, 3/8 I think, not quite a 1/2 inch. Okay, so we're going to use the bow maker. Just make a nice bow. Come through there like that. I think I'll make it a little bigger actually. Move my peg across and make it a bigger bow. Tuck that through there. There. Snip that off. There's a nice bow. I've got some glue dots here. And you can put the bow wherever you like on this card. Let me see, have I got a glue dot on there? I think I do, but I'll put another one just in case, because I think I might not have it in the center. There, that feels better. Okay, it could just go across the bottom. I think I'm going to put it across the top actually. There's your second card. Okay, we're on to the third one. This is Mum's card. Now this one, I'm keeping it simple. I'm just going to put this on here like this and pop this on here like this, but we're going to put it a little higher on the card, and we're going to punch out some just daisies. I've got a daisy punch here, and I'm just going to punch out some daisies and put them on the bottom of the card. So there again, we're just going to back this onto some evening evergreen, same as the others. It's 4 3/4 by 3 3/8. There. It's going to go on the front of the card. You could put it up at the top and put your daisies here. You could put it at the bottom and put your daisies at the top. You can do whatever you wish. You know, I'm just going to, I think, pop it right in the center again on dimensionals, which I thought I had promptly lost. So I'm just going to center this. Make sure my card opens the right way. Center this right on my card. I'm going to move this up to the top of my card, but keep it centered side to side. I've just left a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch up there. And as I say, I've got a daisy punch. Nice simple little punch. and I've got some scraps of card here, and I'm going to punch out just a couple of flowers like that. Do I want two? I might punch two and layer them. Oh my goodness. There again, sometimes it's easier just to put your punch on the table, whoops, and lean on it, you know, put the pressure on it. Now you can shape your daisies with your bone folder if you wish. You can just go like this to give them a little bit of a, you know, like that. And this one you can, if you shape this the other way, when you put them together you've got some shape to your daisy, is what I'm saying. Some shape to your daisy. So I am going to find a mini dimensional. There's a mini dimensional. Do I have enough mini dimensionals? Let's have a look. And then put the other one on the top. And stagger them so you're sort of filling in the spaces in the daisy, just like that. So there's one. I'm going to do the same with this, the next colour. And the colours are just, you know, I pulled out three scrappy pieces of cardstock and just little scraps that I had in the box there. So one's going up, one's going down, like that. Here's a nice green. I know we don't have green daisies, but it was a nice colour. Right, one more dimensional. There, that worked. There. So there I've got three little daisies that I'm just going to pop across the bottom of the card. Like that. And I've got some gems again. And these are just, what are these called? Basic rhinestones. But they've got a nice shine to them, a nice sparkle to them. What did I do with my picky tool? There it is. And I think again we're going to use the bigger jewels to go in the middle. Yeah, that was nice. Oh, there's the third one. Right, so then these we're just going to pop on a glue dot and pop them down on the card. Oops. One. Two and three. Okay. There, I like that better. There you have three nice cards, one stamp set, one die set, a few little embellishments, and you've got it. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you sell your cards, use the Stampin' Up Angel stamp on the back, which just says all the supplies used or Stampin' Up supplies. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.